What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jack, and I'm back with another episode of A Daily Dose. The title of today's video is Getting Fit Changed My Confidence, and Everything Followed. Before we get started, guys, consider subscribing if you're new. Like the video if you do or don't like the video. Just like it anyway.
Damn!
Turn on post notifications if you already subscribed. Why would you not do that?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy!
And without further ado, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's jump right into it.
You need to get fit once, just once. I'm telling you, the way your body will look, your whole physique, it's like the least interesting part of going to the gym. What going to the gym actually does is it will show you who you can become when you prioritize yourself and when you push through, even on the days you don't feel like it. So if you lock in for 3 months, you will be a person that keeps the promises you made to yourself. And that changes everything. It changes your identity, it changes your self-worth, it changes your self-confidence, and it shows you that when you decide something matters to you, you can do nearly anything in life. So yeah, of course, having a hot body is fun. I mean, I think you deserve to meet the hottest version of you. But trust me, it's just the cherry on the cake. Because what it really does is it changes how you see yourself, how you think about yourself, what you go after, what you allow into your life. So going to the gym will just turn you in the most self-confident version of you. Not because of how you look, but because of what you did to get there.
And I want to end it there because that's the key point in everything that she said. Even though I agree with pretty much everything that she said, it'll change the way that you look at everything because what you had to do to get there on a consistent basis, day after day, being locked in, being focused, being disciplined. And like one of the things that she brought up was what you will and won't accept from others. And that all stems from what you were able to do. It changes the way that women look at you, perceive you. It changes the way that men look at you and perceive you. Why is this important? I'm glad you asked. Because with the clear pill, we absorb the things that will make our lives better. We don't care if it's right or wrong because we can't change it in the immediate future. Change happens over time. And by the time it's changed, we won't be here. So we accept the things that are positive for us and will benefit us in life. And fitness is a net positive. Not only does it help you longevity wise, it preserves you and it makes you more aesthetically pleasing. Right. And the three things that I always preach, you guys know, put it in the comments if you at this point in the video and you know what I'm about to say. But fitness, fashion, finance is three things that will take care of you in this world, right? And the foundation of that would be fitness. Or it could be the finance because the finance can get you the personal trainer that you need if you don't have this information. Or you can go in the gym and YouTube University and learn how to move your body and exercise. I would personally recommend a personal trainer from a bodybuilding gym. That's one of the things that I did, and it helped transform the way that I worked out and approached it. That's what I would recommend. If you don't have the money to do that, I understand. YouTube University again, and getting some reps in the gym. And then there are some guys in there, most big guys, most fit guys, the guys that you want to look like, even though they might look intimidating and they might tell you to F off, they usually not like that. As long as you cool with them, they'll be cool with you. Don't bother them to where you're harassing them every day. But just whenever you have some tips, once or twice a week, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind giving you tips based off the experiences that they've had in the gym.
Do you know how hard it is to be in shape? let alone look like you're in good shape, like to have definition, especially today where everything is poison just about. Like, I have nothing but respect for the people that work really hard on their health but also look like they do, because I know how hard it is. Listen, I've been going to the gym consecutively for 15 years since the age of 16. I've logged more hours in the gym in 1 year than most people will their entire lives. And I tell you, besides that, my PhD is in performance physiology. Every certification you can think of in fitness, I have. Not only that, we have the #1 human efficiency podcast. I have numerous patents in the human augmentation space, and I talk to people at the apex of their disciplines every single day. And even hearing all that, people will still come to me and say, what's the easiest, quickest way to do it? There isn't one. There is not one. You can move capital easily. You can buy a business and sell it easily. That shit's not hard. All that other stuff, cake. Anybody, an idiot can do it. But not just anyone can be in great shape and demonstrably be in great shape, guys. My hats are off to anyone out there on their journey right now. I tell you what, if someone tries to tell you that there is an easy way out, they are, for lack of better words, fucking lying to you. And this is coming from the #1 guy. There ain't an easy way.
Agreed. There is no easy way. And you should want it that way. Think about this. If everybody could look like that, then what is it worth looking like that? It's, it's normal now. So then there's a new look that's way more extreme than that. And a lot of people would consider working out 5 to 6 days a week extreme. Managing or counting your macros, they would consider that extreme. And it's really not. And it gets easier over time. It's hard at first. It's a new routine. You don't want to do it. It's annoying. You got to do it every day. If you're doing 5-day splits, you're waiting for the weekend. It's hard if you're working as well. Some people are in college. It's a little bit easier. But if you're working, especially if you're doing blue collar work, you're doing white collar work, it's a little bit easier because that's more mentally taxing. Even though it's not completely easy, it is easier than you doing blue collar work where you're doing physical work and you're figuring out how to put things together or fix something. It doesn't get easier, or it's not easy rather, to maintain it. It does get easier. The process gets easier over time, but it is not an easy thing to just do. You don't just wake up and go get muscles. It takes years of training.
If you don't have haters, you are not doing enough. If you're confident, people who are confident are going to notice and they're going to see it. But those who are not confident are going to fucking hate you for it. And even so, they're reinforcing that you are the freaking best.
And that confidence, you can get that from the gym. And it's a different type of confidence. It's a confidence that nothing else can get you.
Tell you what's really going on. If your confidence is low, if your self-esteem is low, if you're constantly scared to make a move or take action, what that means is that you're not willing to take a chance on yourself. And if you're not willing to do that, why would someone else? It's you who needs to know your own worth first.
So, I almost took my life 4 years ago, and now I'm happier than I ever thought possible. And I thought I'd share how I got from point A to point B. First, the foundation. I stopped running from my emotions. I had to stop escaping them through outlets like partying and face the heaviness of sitting with them and ask myself strings of questions to get to their roots and eventually learn from them. Second, I stopped or severely limited activities that I knew were a detriment to my mental or physical health, even if I enjoyed them. This included being out really late, binge drinking and recreational drugs, escaping through work, eating a bunch of tasty processed foods, excessive phone use, the list goes on. Third, I made the mindset switch or realization that my job was just a job. I'm sorry, but your employer doesn't care about you and you shouldn't care about them, other than the mutual understanding that you're in a symbiotic relationship. So I realized I need to stop prioritizing it and certain other responsibilities and people in my life over my health and honestly just things I wanted to do. Because when you're constantly doing a ton of things you don't want to do when you don't want to do them, it starts feeling like you're losing your freedom, and it creates a lot of mental tension. You got to learn to just say no sometimes. Fourth, I practice relentless gratitude. Every morning and night I journal and pray, and multiple times throughout the day I'd state over and over what I was extremely grateful for. And this makes you notice so much more good in the world and greatly appreciate all of the little things. And over time, your brain wholeheartedly believes it, and then when crappy things happen in your life, they have such a less effect on you than they used to. And lastly, I just developed a fuck it attitude. Fuck what people think, fuck if it's scary, fuck if it's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna do what I want and I'm gonna hit it hard. If I get knocked down, I'm just gonna get back up and go for it again. Because if it's not gonna kill me, what the hell is the worst that could happen? I don't know about you guys, but I don't wanna leave anything on the table when I go out to pasture.
And I'm going to stop it there. I agree with the last 2 points for sure. 100%. And that was being grateful. It could always be worse. It could always be better, but it could always be worse. There's somebody who has it a lot worse than you have it. And taking the time to appreciate the things that you do have, even though we always focus on what we want next, myself included, we still need to take time to appreciate the things that we do have. And the last thing you said was the effort mentality. I concur 100%. We do need to have this, but context needs to be added. This applies to something that won't hurt anyone, or you're not being a jerk off or a douchebag to others to get whatever done. An example of that is some people in the gym record, which I have no problem with. I don't personally do it. However, some people do it respectfully versus without having respect, unrespectfully. What does that look like? I'm glad you asked. Putting a tripod in the middle of a walkway where people have to physically contort their body just to not knock over your tripod. Now, some people will duck it off in a corner. You won't even see it. They'll get different angles where it's not in the way of a common area, if you will. That's fine. As long as it's not in a common area, that's a easy example.
I'd never have done this if I was still 150, 170 kilos.
Watching this back kind of makes me quite emotional. When I was bigger, I stopped myself from doing so many things. Trips, events, even small moments. I'd always find any excuse not to go. Not because I didn't want to, but because I was embarrassed by my weight. I spent years hiding, telling myself I'd do things once I lost the weight. But now I'm 26 and I wish I didn't wait. I wish I just lived, even when I didn't feel ready. And now that I'm healthier, I see life completely differently. I won't take moments like this for granted again. If there's an opportunity, I'm taking it. Because for too long, I didn't. I'll never let that version of me, the one scared to live, win again.
Lucky for us, confidence is not a born trait. It's learned. So, if you want to have more confidence, number one, keep your damn promises to yourself. If you can't follow through with you, then you can't trust yourself. And if you can't trust you, then no one else in the room can trust you either. And that's a shitty feeling. Number two, do stuff by yourself on purpose. Don't wait for someone to invite you. If no one can go, just go do it. And number three, make conversation about the other person. You cannot make it about you. You already know what you know. Find out what they know. And when you can make someone feel seen and heard and valued, they will see confidence in you and they'll feel more comfortable, because guess what? People feel more comfortable around confident people. You know I'm speaking the truth, because how do you feel when you're around someone who's not very confident? Awkward.
Okay, somebody answer this question. If I'm looking for my shoes and they on my feet, what does that make me? A dumbass, right?
Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
So if I'm looking for confidence and confidence is built in, what does that make me? A dumbass, right? I be hearing people say shit like, I'm not confident, and they say the shit with 100% confidence. So it's not an issue of lacking confidence, it's an issue of what you're being confident in. Remember, confidence is energy just like everything else in existence. Confidence can't be created, it can't be destroyed. It can only be shifted from one place to another. So you gotta learn to be confident in the things that you prefer instead of the things that you don't prefer. With that being said, go post the motherfucking content. Go shoot the shot with the motherfucking girl. Go take the risk that you were scared to take. Motherfucker, I got less than 20 followers. You see, I'm confident as hell on this camera, right? It ain't no reason that you can't do the same thing. If you ever feel as if you lacking confidence, then you need to examine your beliefs, because your beliefs determine your confidence. What you believe about yourself in relation to whatever you going through, that's what determines your confidence. So you probably need to shift your beliefs about yourself in relation to whatever it is you're trying to do, and then you will have some confidence.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
And I agree. Again, I agree with what he's saying, but it's easier said than done. We have to work up to these things. Nobody is just confident at something. You do have to take baby steps. Some people could just start crawling. Some people could just start walking. Hell, some people even just start running. However, baby steps, then crawl, then walk, then run. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know what you thought about today's video. Jump down in the comments. Talk to me. I'll talk back. Make sure you like, subscribe if you're new, or consider it. Turn on post notification bells so you won't miss my future content. As always, guys, remember, drink water, hit the gym, and if I don't see you in the comments, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.